Hi everyone, in this video I will describe 5 sampling methods: random sampling, convenience or opportunity sampling, volunteer sampling, purposive sampling, and snowball sampling. I will also give examples of research studies that use these sampling methods. Random sampling is a sampling technique where each individual of a target population has the same chance of being sampled. This is usually only possible if the target population is very specific and the researchers have access to records for the entire population. The type of random sampling is stratified sampling, in which the population is divided into subpopulations. Participants are then sampled proportionally and randomly from each subpopulation. For example, for a target population of 50 girls and 50 boys, 5 girls and 5 boys can be randomly chosen. Payne in 2012 used a random sample, as she sampled participants randomly from a state registry of clinician licenses. Convenience or opportunity sampling is a very common sampling method. Unlike random sampling, it's non-random in that not all individuals of a target population has the same chance of being chosen. During convenience or opportunity sampling, participants that are easily accessible are asked to participate. It could be students at the university that the research is working at, or in public spaces. The technique is used because of convenience and not being time-consuming. Also, it's used if a target population is not pertinent to the aims of the study. There are many examples of studies that used convenience sampling. One example is Bandura et al. In 1961. The researchers selected their participants from a nursery at Stanford University. This was convenient because the researchers worked at the university. Also, although the researchers only investigated children aged 3 to 5, they were not specifically interested in children at this Stanford University nursery, but were aiming to generalize to children in general. Volunteer sampling is also a common non-random sampling technique. The difference between volunteer sampling and convenience sampling is that participants volunteer to participate after hearing about the study through word of mouth or advertisements. The technique is non-random because you will only get participants that are motivated to participate, either due to their interest in psychology or because of the financial compensation. An example of a volunteer sample is the Drew et al. In 2011. In this study, the participants heard about the study and applied to participate through an online advertisement. In qualitative research, it's common to use purposive sampling. Purposive sampling is a non-random sampling technique. The researcher chooses and contacts participants based on certain inclusion and exclusion criteria that are important for his aim. The target population of purposive samples is therefore quite specific. Howarth, 2002, used a purposive sample. She was interested in finding out the experiences of teenagers living in Brixton. For that purpose, she mainly interviewed teenagers with a multicultural background who were living in Brixton. Sometimes it may be difficult to access individuals of the target population the researcher is investigating. Then snowball sampling can be utilized. Snowball sampling is a type of purposive and non-random sampling technique in which the researcher asks participants to find additional participants through their social network. It's called snowball sampling because the sample may grow like a snowball rolling down a hill the more participants that take part, because each new participant can suggest more participants. Snowball sampling is often used for research on acculturation. This is because there are no public records of immigrants in most countries. What the researcher then can do is to contact immigrants that he or she has contact information for, and then ask the participants to suggest other participants from their friendship group. This was, for example, done in the research study by Barrios in 2010 on Puerto Rican women living in the US. These are the 5 sampling methods required for the paper 3 exam.